Hi, welcome to the Digital Studio. I'm here at the Edge Summit 2024 in London, and I'm joined on stage by David Delbridge, the Director of MarTech for CACI. Today we're going to be talking about using AI to power customer retention and loyalty campaigns. But before we jump into that, David, do you want to just tell us a little bit about CACI?
Sure. So in CACI, we're all about using data, helping clients maximize the use of their data and ultimately get the most out of their investment and use of marketing technology, so platforms including Bloomreach, of course.
Fantastic. And how have AI-driven tools enhanced customer loyalty and customer retention campaigns for the brands that you work with?
Good question. So for us, I mean, customer loyalty, it's all about personalization, really. So there's obviously lots and lots of research out there around how brands that personalize the experiences they provide to their customers ultimately do better. Customers will tend to favor brands that offer a personalized experience, et cetera, et cetera. There's huge numbers of stats out there. So really where we see AI helping with that is a fewfold. So firstly, things like with the content supply chain, so content production. So we've seen lots of AI for things like helping with translation, helping with dynamic subject lines, that kind of thing. But that's now transitioning into actual sort of generating images or even video and more interactive sort of content and so on. So and then the second area is really around sort of the actual targeting and the personalization. So for a long time, AI and data science techniques have been used to help come up with propensity scores, find sort of customer cohorts relevant for different types of offers. But that's now, I think, expanding into actual kind of offer optimization. So of the suite of offers you might have for your customers, then using AI to actually dynamically select the best offer for each customer. So AI can certainly help. I think the biggest area will be when clients really and brands really leverage AI is the ability to do all of that at huge scale. So letting AI help then just rather than provide 5 variants of content to 5 cohorts of customers, doing it at an almost infinite scale, getting closer to that ambition in marketing to be more one-to-one with your personalization.
Sounds like a lot of good stuff there in terms of like the benefits that the brands you work with have seen. What about the challenges and how can CACI help brands with those?
Good question. So I think the challenges, where we've seen, I guess AI been more prevalent in things like recommendations engines, where I think the consequence of a bad recommendation provided to a customer is essentially the customer going, I don't like their shoes or whatever. Yeah. I think as brands start to adopt AI further to actually sort of drive the messaging or answer customers' queries and things in an automated way, that's where it's difficult, because if you answer a customer's query and AI gets it wrong or gives misinformation, then obviously you're not really helping with the customer experience there. So I think I think that the challenge will be making sure AI gets to the level where brands can really trust it and unlock that scale, because it's only when you kind of let go and let AI be more in control that you can really sort of get the benefits from that. But that does come with an element of risk, of course, and that ties in, I guess, when does AI get things wrong? Well, that's largely because it's interpreting or responding based on the wrong data. So the second challenge, as always, is around the data and harnessing the data, integrating it to the tools, making sure it's clean, valid, and complete, etc. Because only once you've got that in place can you really let the AI loose, as it were.
Okay, fantastic. And in what ways has AI personalization influenced your loyalty campaigns, and how have customers responded to these types of tailored experiences?
So I think what we see with clients, again, coming back to the theme of experience and personalization and brands doing well, where they're able to provide that more personalized experience to their customers. I think where brands can use AI to support that and to become more personalized, better experiences, I sound like a broken record now, they will do well from that. Yeah. I think the inherent challenge, and this ties back to the control thing, is the problem with this whole area is you can build up this loyalty and build up a good relationship with the customer, but it only takes one moment of getting it wrong, one misstep where maybe either AI or humans as well, of course.
Like any relationship.
Exactly. One misstep, you're using information maybe in a creepy way or slightly inappropriate way, or using it out of context, whatever it might be. It's very easy to spoil all of your good work, essentially. So that's the challenge.
In terms of that evolution piece, and as we start to trust AI more and we see more evolutions in the space, how do you see that impacting kind of your loyalty and retention efforts at CACI?
So I think we will. I mean, it's just going to get ever more prevalent. I mean, obviously, lots of all the vendors that in this area are all developing lots and lots of capabilities. Bloomreach, I would say, is definitely leading in many ways on that. So I think it will become, the availability of this functionality, these features will become more and more prevalent, as will the use of it. I think, though, we will probably, hopefully outside of Bloomreach, we will probably see some well-publicized, missteps where brands maybe, because the data's not right or whatever it might be, there will be some inappropriate experiences and some bad press possibly as a result of that. So I guess pre-AI, there's the case in the US where a retailer there inadvertently informed some parents that their teenage daughter was pregnant because the AI had read a lot into the purchasing and sussed that out, and it was deemed not entirely appropriate.
No. And then in what sector have you seen that they're making the most strides when it comes to kind of AI innovations around customer retention and loyalty?
Yeah, I think we work with quite a lot of gaming companies, and we're seeing, they have so much data available, so much, in-game play data, etc.
Right.
And particularly their more engaged customers are just huge volumes of data they're providing, and they also tend to have lots and lots of different offers and promotions and potential content.
Ever changing as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we see that they're probably the industry where it's got beyond, figuring out exactly what offer or what promotion is right for what cohort.
Yeah.
That's got beyond what the human mind can comprehend. So they are, as a result of that, having to embrace letting machines, self-optimizing campaigns, that kind of thing. So we've definitely seen them leading the way, I think.
I think that's so interesting because when we think AI, we naturally think, the retail space, and we can think of use cases from our own kind of shopping lives. So it's really interesting to think about it for another sector, especially gaming. So
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you for joining me on stage today. It's been a pleasure to have you here, David.
Yeah,
Check out our digital content studio for more episodes.